Godless voice here. I thought today I would do that whole April Fool's thing. So when I got off of work, I put a post on my Facebook making the most improbable claim I could think to make. That improbable claim was that I was considering Scientology. The reason why that's improbable is because I personally feel that Scientology is the worst, most destructive religion ever. Not by quantity, mind you, but by structure. Obviously, the Abrahamic religions have Scientology beat hands down. But Scientology has harbored this it's a usury religion. You look at Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, whatever. We all have this sense of community, this sense of camaraderie, and want to work together, even in their most misguided way, even though they are deluding themselves, even though they believe in some insane ideas. They want to bring people together. They want to look after each other. They create a community, and in a lot of cases they do in fact look after each other. Scientology does not do that. Scientology takes its members, its lower members, its idealistic youth, and will take advantage of them, either financially or manually. Either you're going to work for them for free, or almost free, or you're going to end up donating your income to them, one or the other. They have infiltrated society at the behest of their leader, Ron L. Hubbard, who, in the 40s, decided that writing sci-fi novels is a chump's game. If he wanted the real money, he'd invent a religion. I am not making this up. That is literally where this idea came from. He just wanted to make money. So he created a religion. And people bought into this bullshit. He gained celebrity endorsements. He asked his members to infiltrate the various key points in society, like the law, courts, hospitals, I suspect studios, law firms, you name it. That's why you hear stories, and I'll leave links down below, giving you detailed information on anything I'm telling you today. There are so many cases in which he, or his people, more accurately spoken, because a true cult leader does not dirty his own hands. He had somebody else dirty him for him. He would send these people, or his people would physically abuse and torture members in an attempt to psychologically break them down and make them more malleable to their purposes. And when that backfires, and they end up causing harm to the point of nearly killing or possibly killing, they would go out of their way to drive to hospitals that were specifically equipped and employed with Scientologists just to make sure that they can get their records straight. They have done so poorly to other people, so bad they have done to other people, bankrupting them to the point of insanity, or abusing them to the point of death. But they actually started focusing specifically on celebrities. Thank you, Tom Cruise, for being a shithead. They focused primarily on celebrities and have been pretty effective. I wonder whether or not they have studios under their control at this point. Because it seems to me like the people that have made these contracts are doing so out of desperation. You'd be surprised at who is a Scientologist in Hollywood. But most of these Scientologists, these celebrity Scientologists, keep their mouth shut. They don't talk about it really. They may mention it from time to time, but not any clear, present opinion. You don't hear anything from them as though they are speaking of a faith. Which makes Tom Cruise the world's biggest piece of shit. He just proselytizes the hell out of Scientology. Fuck that man. Few people I wish ill on. He is one of them. So, what you do see in Hollywood is the occasional attempt to leave Scientology, which follows by them being legally silenced. To give you an example of how much control they have that you don't know about, and the reason why you don't know about it is because they aren't one of the big Abrahamic religions. They're not Buddhism. They're third place. They're not Abrahamic. They're not Buddhism. They're Scientology. Third place. Nobody pays attention to third place. They're watching the fight between first and second, and the infighting that's happening in first place, i.e., Islam, Christianity, and Hebrews. So, nobody really pays attention to them, and that's where they get their strength. There has been a book banned from the U.S. that has just now become unbanned, called The Blue-Faced Messiah. It was written 27 years ago by a British journalist. His name escapes me, but I'll find the link and put it down below, at least to the story. But here's the thing. 27 years ago he wrote this book, and it got banned from the USA. Banned. Do you know what books get banned from the USA? Only books that are regarded in religious zealotry or destructive societies. Destructive to society. Yeah, I've had a little bit to drink. I needed a drink before I did this damn video, so apologies. You see books like Tom Sawyer get banned from schools, but they're not banned from publication. They're not banned from sales. This book was banned from the commercial capitalistic market of the United States for 27 years. You know how many strings you gotta pull, or how much power you need to have to pull that shit off? But the ban has been released. Just this month, as a matter of fact. If you're interested, go look it up. In addition, I'll be putting quite a few links down below to all of the stories, including an insane celebrity list, which I've got pulled up here. Here's a little brief rundown of this batshit insanity. Juliette Lewis is a Scientologist. Doug E. Fresh. Christopher Matherson. Sonny Bono. Priscilla and Lisa Marie Presley. The daughter and wife of gospel rocker Elvis Presley. One who sang and had a place titled Graceland. Will Smith. Will Smith, really. He's recently, slowly, apparently, starting to pull out from Scientology. But this will be an interesting list, trust me. Or don't trust me. See for yourself. It seems to me like this is just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on inside, why they're actually doing, how they feel comfortable living with themselves. But I do know what they're doing. I can see it. I've done the research, and you can do the research too. Scientology is the most damaging religion out there. They don't believe in community. They exploit their own members. They attempt to deceive society, and for the sole purpose of trying to undermine society, create chaos, just so its higher members can pick up the pieces and have more control. That sounds like a crazy idea, a crazy plan. But nobody expected some poor bum, half Jewish, half black, angry art student to nearly take over the world either. So you have to stop and consider, how serious should you take this? How serious should you take the person who is in the back, not being paid attention to by anybody, but has nothing but ill will for everyone? How serious should you take them? This is why I hate Scientology above all other religions. This is why I have no sense of pity or compassion for Scientology, whereas I do have that for other religions in some small measure at the very least. Scientology gets none of it. I wish nothing but ill will for all of its members. Ill will or escape, please escape. You dumbass, get out of there. I think I've rambled enough on this. This is Godless Voice finishing his beer.